Hello fans and friends across the universe. Welcome to my YouTube channel From Me to You. My name's Keir Smith. For today's video, I'm here to tell you that Gone Troppo by George Harrison really isn't that bad. But it is an album that a lot of George Harrison fans disregard in favour of, well, any other George Harrison album it seems. I think the main reason that Gone Troppo has such a bad reputation is it's seen as a bit of a throwaway album by George Harrison. It's the album that got him free from his contract with Warner Brothers. George didn't do any interviews or promotion for the album, so when the album was released, it came and it went. It didn't chart at all in the UK, and it only got as high as number 108 in America. Incredible. It did get as high as number 31 in Norway, up the Norwegians. And so the narrative is that George tossed the album off, nobody bought it, and it's a load of rubbish, which isn't true. There's plenty of good stuff here, let me tell you. There's 10 songs on Gone Troppo, 5 on each side, and side 1 opens with Wake Up My Love, which comes racing in with twin synths, a bouncing bass line, and possibly George's most excitable vocal ever. That main synth hook certainly wakes you up, and George plays some lovely, breezy slide guitar parts. I love the chorus. It's a super catchy song and one that I've always liked. And lyrically, it explores George's frustration with his ongoing faith. But George is defiant. He sings, "Can't give up now, let us make that clear," and "Christ, I'm looking for some light inside your love." That's the Way It Goes is next, and this is a more serious composition, let's say. I think a lot of fans cite this as their favourite song from the album. It's the one that sounds most like George from this set, I guess. Lyrically, it's very good. George tells us of 3 men living in the material world, one concerned with stocks and shares, another with buying land, and an actor. All 3 are preoccupied with money and status, and rather than preaching here, George realises that this is how people are these days and shrugs and sings, "That's the way it goes." Musically, there's some really nice slide guitar breaks, very melodic, and nice use of the Moog synthesizer on the outro. A really good song. Up next is I Really Love You. This is a cover version, a song written by Leroy Swearingen for a vocal group called The Stereos back in 1961. And this is done in that doo-wop style with layered vocal harmonies. You barely hear George. He's there, but he's buried in the mix with the backing vocals behind Willie Green's lead vocal and that deep bass vocal that he has. The female vocals are lush. The whole thing is so carefree, joyful, and utterly infectious. I love it. Next, we have the song Grease, which is very mellow. A sun-kissed, dreamy interlude with some lovely, clean guitar work from George and some clever wordplay too. Yugoslavia, half past Armenia, down and towards the Med. Left side of Turkey, nowhere near Fiji, you will find Greece. Of course, it's not serious material, but it's a nice tune. I enjoy it. And the last song on side 1 is the title track, and this was inspired by George's love of going on holiday, in this case to the coast of Queensland, Australia. Gone Troppo means gone mad or crazy due to tropical heat, and this is another playful but melodic song with all manner of instrumentation. Mandolin, marimba, jalarang, glockenspiel, and George seems happy enough. He smile, mucho in the sunshine, high life, counting the fruit bat, brown skin and very appealing. Again, this is playful stuff, but a good tune, and I love the guitars, especially on the outro. Side 2 opens with the song Mystical One, which is a really good track, and again we find George in a happy and relaxed mood. He sings, "I'm happier than a willow tree, shine or rain, sitting here by a stream." And the song features George's trademark slide guitar, bright mandolins, and a really good bass line. It's sunny, it's optimistic. I love the chorus, vocoder effect and all. Great outro, fantastic, a real highlight. Up next is Unknown Delight, which I think is gorgeous, written for his son Donnie. Listen to these lyrics. Darkest, deep brown eyes I've seen, angel came into my dream. Like the morning's early light, you freshen all around, and with all the love you bring, unknown delight. Isn't that beautiful? And musically, we hear subtle but really pretty guitar lines, and likewise, the drums are gentle but perfectly timed and placed, and the layered harmonies are lush, so beautiful. It's a sincere and a superb song. Okay, so far I've said largely good things about all of the songs on this album, but the next song, Baby Don't Run Away, does bother me a little. It's fine, and there is a good song in there somewhere, I'm sure, but it's swamped in production. The layered vocals, the repetitive chorus, Willie Green's deep bass vocal is a bit overbearing here, and all put together, it just doesn't quite work. Much better is the next song, Dream Away, which has always been my favourite song on the album. It is an effervescent bundle of joy, which I absolutely love, and it's got a chorus that will either make you sing with reckless abandon or it'll make you pull your hair out. Orion Naye, Orion Naye, Orion Nike Hule. Good, eh? Again, George's bright and skillful slide guitar playing is fantastic, and Motown singer, backing vocalist Sarita Wright, her singing is fantastic and gives the song a real lift. And I really like the lyrics too. Greedy feeling, wheeling dealing, losing what you won, see the dream come undone. And lines like, all you owe is apologies. And there's lots of stop-start drum patterns that I like here too. But the whole thing's great. It's an absolute joy. Come on, it's such a joy. And it's got to be the happiest sounding George Harrison song, surely. Kaleulawi. Alright, I'll stop. But rather than leave us with that euphoric high, the last song on the album is the gloomy and downbeat Circles. A song which, of course, was in contention for a spot on the Beatles' White Album all those years ago. But I'm glad it found a home with Con Troppo because, despite the mood, it's a really good song. It's got a nice piano and keyboard arrangement with some nice slide guitar touches here and there. And it's a song about the circle of life and reincarnation, but the lyric I always pick out is, dislike someone and will not bend. Later, they may become your best friend, as life goes around in circles. It's a dark end to an otherwise happy and bright album, but as I said, it's a really good song. So there you go. They were my thoughts on Con Troppo. I would highly recommend Mystical One, Unknown Delight, and Dream Away. And you could pass on Grease and Baby Don't Run Away if you so wish. But I like Con Troppo. It's refreshingly light-hearted and fun. And George's recent holidays to Hawaii and Australia seem to influence the laid-back feel of the music. It's not perfect, but for sure, it's not half as bad as some people make out. It's not that bad. So come out, George fans, and in particular, fans of the Con Troppo album. You're all right, you're safe here. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of this album. Is it really that bad? And thanks as always to everyone who watched this video. Peace and love. See you next time.